Let's face it, the state of Facebook ads when it comes to e-commerce is very rocky right now. Nobody really knows exactly when these iOS 14 changes are gonna subside and we're actually gonna be able to track data properly. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's probably because you don't run Facebook ads, which in that case, this video may not be super relevant for you, but I still think you may get some value from it, because today what I want to do is talk about some of these things that are going on and also show you maybe some potential solutions that you can implement into your business so that you're not as affected by these changes. Now, if you don't know, iOS 14 rolled out a few months ago, I believe, and ever since then, iPhone users have been getting an option to not share their data with Facebook, and that may be a good thing as far as privacy concerns go. However, for small businesses and advertisers, that has been a huge problem because now it's become a lot harder to actually track conversions. So the metrics that Facebook shows you are a lot of times inaccurate, and it just makes it really impossible to make accurate decisions on when to cut an ad set or when to kill a campaign, because you don't really know exactly how it's performing. Now, so far, I have not found any solutions that are not $2,000 a month, like Hyros, for example, which I actually have heard good things about, but it's still just, too expensive for someone who's just starting a business. So to me, that's not worth it. UTM tracking links for Google Analytics, that is a solution, but it's not really a great solution because after all, Facebook's still not getting the data that it needs to optimize. So it's looking tough out here. But I want to show you this little whiteboard graph I got going on. So basically, the only way to solve this, in my opinion, is to go from this to this. So from this to this. Basically what that means is to allocate some of your budget into other things, or not even just your budget, but your time more than anything. So the great thing about this graph right here is that some of these things are free. So for example, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest, you can actually post on those for free, and even Facebook as well. So let's say you don't have a lot of money, this is actually a really good time for you to capitalize on the organic reach of these platforms. So for example, let's say that you make one new Pinterest pin every single day, and you use that pin to post it on Instagram, you use that pin to post it on TikTok and Facebook. You can start recycling content through these platforms for free. So the way that I see this change is it's forcing people to put more efforts into their organic reach and their communities, which is always something that I've been a fan of. So while this change has been pretty detrimental as far as getting data on Facebook goes, it has been a great push for people to actually start taking their communities and other social media pages more seriously. And as far as Facebook ads go, since you may have a lot of tracking issues, I suggest that you just start going with higher budgets on just less ad sets, because at the end of the day, that's how Facebook optimizes, is at the ad set level. So for example, instead of running like 10 different ad sets at $20 a day, just run like 3 different ad sets at like $100 a day, and just let that run and don't really worry about the results, and start working on some of these things. Now, if that budget is too high for you, then just do like $25 a day, whatever works for your business, so that you can run it without it being really detrimental to your business. Now, SMS bump is also basically free. I mean, that's a great one. Now, you'll start driving some traffic from these platforms and then capitalizing on SMS bump and Klaviyo, since those are things that you use on your store. So that's why I really like this pie, because it all kind of feeds into each other. And you can still, again, drive Facebook traffic, but maybe you can do it at a smaller scale if you can't track anything and it's really affecting you. But otherwise, again, I would use this as an opportunity to focus on these other aspects of business. And especially when it comes to TikTok and Instagram Reels, those have huge viral potential, which could get your brand so much organic reach and so many organic sales, which could make your brand even more profitable than anything you could have done with Facebook. So that's actually a great thing. And it feels like a lot of advertisers now are just throwing money at Facebook and just letting it run. That seems to be the only solution here. So big brands are starting to spend more than ever on Facebook, which is not necessarily a good thing for small advertisers. So, but we'll see what happens. I really don't know exactly what the future of Facebook is gonna be. I still think you get the highest quality traffic from Facebook even with this update, so I wouldn't turn off all your ads. Like, if at the very least just run small budget ads. Even if you can't really track your results, you're still gonna get some good quality traffic on your website as long as you're optimizing for purchases. I think TikTok has some of the most potential, and if you just like start focusing on ordering your products, making some really cool or funny content, you can use your content that you create for TikTok on all these other platforms. You can repost it on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Facebook, even YouTube. So I think it's a great way to spend your time when it comes to your business, or hire somebody that can help you. So here's some TikTok brand campaign ideas that I just found and wanted to show you guys. So of course, user-generated content, that's pretty self-explanatory, like getting your users to actually create content for you. This works really great. It's actually quite easy if you just have a good system for sending influencers products, or if you just have some sort of way to encourage your customers to make you some TikTok ads. Now, I thought this one was interesting. So a public awareness campaign. So Elf Cosmetics started a campaign to raise awareness for preventative measures that everyone can take to stop the spread of COVID-19. I mean, obviously that's a pretty touchy subject. I probably wouldn't do that, but something along those lines, like if your brand stands for something, you could do some sort of awareness campaign. This one's actually like kind of a hack. So use the TikTok algorithm. So for example, this beauty brand posted 3 different videos on TikTok, and whichever one got the most attention determined which of their products they would launch next. So that's a pretty good hack. So they're basically saying, like this if you see this first, and it's incentivizing people to engage with it, which pushes it in the algorithm. So it gives them a lot of clout and a lot of attention, basically. Of course, another one is a TikTok giveaway. That's a great one. Giveaways always work really well. People love to give stuff for free. So you know, it's an easy way to actually get a lot of engagement. So as they say here, if your brand is struggling to figure out what to post on TikTok, try doing a giveaway. Giveaways help boost your word of mouth efforts on the app, since you're likely to get new followers as more people enter to win. Great idea. I really vibe with that. And then of course, lastly, influencer marketing campaigns. So just literally sending your product to influencers on TikTok and asking them to review it or post about it. And you know, TikTok is still relatively new, so I think a lot of the influencers don't really charge what they're worth, which is not a good thing for them, but it is a good thing for businesses that have a limited budget and can't afford to pay for Instagram influencers that are super expensive. But again, if you spend a lot of time doing this, I think it's really going to benefit you, because like I said, you can sort of recycle your content through all these other social medias and create a ton of organic reach for your brand. So this is why I'm glad that I started this series with my girlfriend, creating a brand from scratch, because I think this also further emphasizes the idea that you need to build a brand and you need to build a community, a value-driven community from the very beginning. I think the age of just like randomly testing products on Facebook and like trying to find what sticks is over. I think you need to create a brand. Even if you have to start with AliExpress dropshipping or whatever it is, just try to actually create something that has meaning and value, and then you won't have to really worry about Facebook ad changes or TikTok changes. It doesn't matter, because you can always fall back on your community. So with that said, make sure you check out all 4 episodes of the Starting a Shopify Brand from Scratch with My Girlfriend series. People have been loving it so far. I'm really excited to see where we take that brand in the future. But again, I'll continue to make updates, but there's 4 episodes so far. Check them out. And of course, make sure you check out the other links in the description. There's a lot of stuff down there that may be helpful, but that's all I got for today. I hope that this video helped you out or gave you some peace of mind in some way. I know that these are difficult times for small businesses, but the good thing is there are always solutions, and as long as you're a part of this channel, we'll always discuss these things, even if it's hard to talk about. So please let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear your opinion, and let me know if you have any feedback, any suggestions, any tips, or you just want to say what's up. Whatever it is, just leave something in the comments and drop a like. But with that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.
Nike's on my feet, keep my cipher complete like